Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live Talk with Tika.
We grind all day, but you can take the night, cause we are the light, keeping haters out of sight.
Today, we have a special guest for y'all, Mario Mitchell, also known as Lyrical Genius, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so before we even get into all of the goals, because y'all know we got to get into that, quick question. Where did Lyrical Genius come from?
I wanted to be creative. I wanted to create something that's relatable to me. And I always been a talented songwriter.
Songwriting.
So I'm a genius in songwriting. So I just put the lyrical in front, and it became Lyrical Genius.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here. First, second, third, whenever you heard it here, honey. Lyrical Genius is a songwriter. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just go on and get into our daily goals. We're going to do our daily goal, weekly goal, monthly goal, and yearly goal. You cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll give you an example. So a daily goal of mine is to stretch more often. I want to get into stretching daily because my body be breaking down on me. So that's a daily goal of mine. So what would a daily goal of yours be like? What's something that you kind of do daily?
My daily goal is normally I search for a scripture, and I'm big on I am affirmations. Any types of quotes that deals with positivity and inspiration. That's what I aim for, and I typically read that, and I like to share with my inner circle. So I do that daily. I send a group text of my inner people who, I'm connected with, and I like to share what impacts me as well.
And what inspires you to do that daily for your inner circle? So not just keep it to yourself, because some of us, we would do that, just keep it to ourselves, but what makes you want to, share with everyone else?
Well, in a lot of ways, people, we are alike in a lot of ways. And even though we have smiles, we come with a smile, in the inside, we could be hurting possibly. So I like to, keep things upbeat, keep things inspirational, just in case somebody need that extra word or inspiration to give them that pickup if they may need it. Because you never know, God works in mysterious ways. He might have a specific thing that I've seen and is needed at that particular time. So that's why I do it.
Great. So from there, kind of, knowing about your affirmations and you having your inner circle and sharing that with the people who, mean something to you. So what's your biggest blessing in life?
My biggest blessing in life is prioritizing my kids. Some years back, my oldest son, he was having some behavior problems. I had to go up to the school. And so I put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm asking myself, okay, what am I doing wrong? Am I lacking their emotional needs? So what I had to do is I had to focus and make that a main target to make sure, I'm meeting every need, every expectation, and, spending that extra quality time, just overcompensating at times or whatever, but just making sure that I'm present and I'm giving instructions, I'm giving guidance and the proper leadership, to make sure they be successful.
Now that sounds like a great reason to start with affirmations and make sure that you do it daily. That sounds great. Okay. Well, let's go into our weekly goals. So I'll give you an example, and it can be anything. It doesn't necessarily, have to be geared towards something specific. For instance, my weekly goal is to check emails, and I'm gonna just be honest because sometimes it is hard, making sure that you check your emails daily and keeping up on it. So I kind of try to make sure that I check that weekly, being a business owner and stuff, and then try not to miss out on different things. And a part of my weekly goal is for me to actually put something out, like send an email or send something to kind of keep people involved in what I'm doing.
Okay.
So what would a weekly goal be for you?
A weekly goal would be posting Transformation Monday. What I do is I showcase my fitness when I'm in the gym. Filming basically everything that I do the week prior, and sometimes I just depending on how much content I have, I make sure I post every Monday, and I'm touching on different muscle groups: back, chest, tricep, biceps, leg day, and I always incorporate a positive thought, incorporate some type of inspiration to motivate, let people know that mind, body, soul, all of that has to be fed in order to have a successful life.
Very true. Now, do you post any videos of you actually like doing fitness or anything?
Yeah,
Working
I
out?
demonstrate. Yeah, yeah. It's demonstration videos of what I do on a weekly basis.
Okay. Do you teach
No,
fitness or anything?
no,
Okay.
no, not right now.
Okay. Well, if that's okay, we could go ahead and go into our monthly goals. So, an example of a monthly goal for me is to study something new. I had a special guest one time on my show, and they kind of gave me the idea of, more so learning. One of her answers was that she want to learn more. She learns, continue to learn. So for me, a monthly goal is for me to try to study something new, whether that's something with dealing with my business or something dealing with me, stretching and
Hmm.
learning about my body, or even getting more so into acting and doing my acting a little bit more. So I've been trying to make sure like I study at least something that has to do with my gifts and stuff. So what about
Okay.
you?
Far as monthly goals, I would say my monthly goals is to stay in the means of my budget financially. That's a monthly goal. Um, I count every penny. So yeah, that's one. Do I need to? I give an extra one. Extra monthly goal is I typically listen to different podcasts, just different information pertaining to in the business of music, because I want to basically know everything that I need to know on the business side, um, so that I'm doing everything proper, you know, um, to benefit or whatnot, um, and that's in relations to just knowing, you know, how to submit music, how to copyright, the different codings, the ISRC code, different things on the back end that you have to have in order to track what you need to track or whatever. The performing rights organization being affiliated with ASCAP or being my uh, different information of that sort or whatever, and just staying abreast to what's in the now.
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. My ears are like, okay, so I need to take that and kind of use that to learn. Because a lot of those words you were saying, I was like, I heard of some of that stuff I don't know. So I definitely um, would like to study some of those things that you did talk about. Um, okay, so let's get into our yearly goal. A yearly goal for me is to clean out my closet. So like for real. And when I say clean out my closet, it more so that can be not necessarily just clothes, but even with that, it can be
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, it can be anything of cleansing myself, just kind of preparing myself for the next year. But I know one thing that I did do this year that I said I do want to do again next year is clean out my closet. Literally just went through everything that I could go through, and I just kind of like gave it away, like just
Mm-hmm.
gave a whole bunch of stuff away, and now I'm just kind of started fresh with some newer things and stuff like that. So for me, that helped cleanse my mind.
Right.
So even with that, guys, I mean, I would just suggest or even give y'all that if you want cleaning out your closet, it definitely will help you with your mind. It'll help you with a little bit more peace.
Right.
And then also be open to getting new things. Like bringing new things into your life, like maybe wearing something that you probably wouldn't wear, but kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone, stuff like that. Like that kind of helped me with cleaning out my closet and stuff.
Yeah, I heard you heard that saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. So yeah, if you got a lot of clutter, your brain can't focus. So I agree.
I was gonna ask you about your music. Do you like do you post music? Do you new music? Like do you let out new music yearly, or like how does that work with your songs and stuff like that? Because you did say like you're a songwriter. So how does that go? I've seen and heard a lot of your music. So do you do that yearly or monthly, or when do you put out new music and stuff?
We try to do every 3 months. I also work with other artists. Marlon G. I've done some work with Trevor Price. Um, uh, Young Breezy Baby. He writes his own music, but I also, I connect with him and we share information. So I put it like that. We share information to make each other better. So yeah, on a yearly basis, we just try to work. I move off inspiration. That's how the songs come, off of inspiration. If I'm not inspired, then I'll go on pause. I'll take my breaks because if I'm not inspired, how can I be beneficial? Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at with it.
And I think that's good. I think that's something a lot of people need, is because I do notice that a lot of people just push content, or just pushing stuff because of the money, honestly, and what's out there. But as a creative, we do need that break, because sometimes some of the stuff start to look stale. It's like, did you even take a break? Like, what are you giving to us? And if it's about the people and the gifts that God gave you, then you do need to take that time and that pause, because when you do take a break, when you do get rest, like we talked about earlier, the product is amazing, and you can tell, right. You can tell because God gives you new things. So even in taking that break, I mean, I applaud you for that, because again, once the product comes out, it's like, oh, where you been? Oh, what's been? Oh, you know what I'm saying? So right. I get it. I get it. Taking a break.
Back to yearly goals. As far as yearly goals, I gotta be better. It's just like it's a saying, be 1% better day by day, and you'll eventually get to that 100% and over. So I definitely want to be better. That's my yearly goal, to grow spiritually, and to just evolve as a person, not being the same, just growth and development. That's all I'm about.
Sounds good to me. Well, thank you, Mario, for coming on Talk with Tika. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we definitely want to know a little bit more about where can we find you. If you could let the people know, where can we find you? Where can we find your music? What's coming out? What's happening?
Yeah, you can reach out to me on Facebook, Mario Mitchell TV. Check out the music, Power Brand of the Underdog on Facebook and YouTube. Like I said, I'm working with artists. Marlon G, he has a single out right now, You. My album, For the Love of It, comes out July 27th. So we're pushing You, pushing Running Away. That's my single off of For the Love of It. Y'all go check those projects out. It's very hot. Thank you.
Can I sit on this goddamn chair? Okay. We're recording.